So the first question I'm going to answer is from a rock star who is Brazilian. And first, let me say I appreciate you watching. Thank you for your support. And I'm going to pop up the question here on screen. I'm going to hide the identity of the person who is asking because I don't want to put anybody on the spot. So I'll always maintain confidentiality from that perspective. But the question is, you know, they're posting content like the Google News video I share on my other channel. So basically, where you go to Google News or Google Trends, you copy a link, you go to InVideo, you paste that link in where it says create news videos, and it generates a whole video based on whatever the link is connected to. So whichever article you got that link from, it creates a video based on that. Just like that, copy and paste, and you have a video. So the question is from our Brazilian rock star is, when you take photos or I guess videos, stock footage from popular media houses or websites or channels such as CBS or Sports TV or CNN, does it generate or create copyright issues for you on YouTube if you use that footage or those photos in the videos that you have created to make it more relatable? So let me give you a practical example. Let's say, as an example, we just had a Hurricane Beryl in Jamaica, and you pulled up an article about Hurricane Beryl, you copy the link, you put it in InVideo AI, you generate a video, but it's gonna generate generic images of hurricanes, right? But you want to put in some more relevant images that are of Jamaica and the actual hurricane. So you Google it, or you go to the news platforms and you capture footage or videos, and when I say footage, I mean stock footage, which is videos or photos from those platforms, and you want to include them in your video that was generated by InVideo. So that's basically what she's asking. Will your video get flagged by YouTube for copyright reasons? The answer is no. And there's a caveat, however. There's a thing on YouTube, it's a policy that speaks to fair use. If you had only captured videos from those other news houses or those other places, and your entire video is you taking videos from elsewhere, then definitely you're going to have copyright issues. But fair use allows you to add value to the content or to modify it. So basically, when you take snippets or clips or images and you use it throughout your video, which is adding value in other ways, or it has other scenes, you're not violating anything from a copyright perspective. You will see me do it in some of my videos on my main channel, Rockstar Academy, where I start with a news clip. I still get paid for all those videos. So just use it with discretion. Don't make your whole video about people's videos unless you're pulling several clips together. And as long as you do that and use, splices of it and add value to the content, it will pass as fair use and you will not have any copyright issues. I have another question to answer. This one is related to consistency in posting. So our rock star here says she started a cooking channel and she was posting shorts, and she realized she was getting quite a few views, but something happened. She had to deal with an emergency. She stopped posting for 2 weeks, and she came back and she realized that her views had tapered off. So the question is, should she start a new channel or be more consistent, or what exactly should she do? And she also noticed that the same thing happened on Facebook. Now, both YouTube and Facebook, and for that matter, most social media platforms, they have algorithms that determine what they show, how they show it, and when they show it. Now, I now have, last time I checked, I had 6 or 7 YouTube channels. And what I've come to realize is that YouTube is like a snowball, or social media is like a snowball. So I want you to envision this, what do you call it? Not a scenario. What is this called when I want to analogy? I want you to work with me on this analogy, right? So think about a snowball rolling down a hill. And as it's rolling down, it's picking up snow, right? And the more snow the ball picks up, the heavier it rolls, the further it goes. Now I want you to envision social media, to include YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like that. Your ball is your channel. And when it's rolling down the hill, as you're putting out videos and creating and posting videos, is you picking up that momentum, right? Now, the same way with the snowball, if it's not rolling, it's not picking up momentum, it's not growing, right? It's not going faster because it's not picking up anything. It's the same way with your channel. If you're not posting videos, it's not gonna grow, it's not gonna pick up momentum. The algorithm from YouTube is not gonna recommend it. Because what I've come to realize, and this may be my own experience, it may not be everybody else's experience, but from all my different channels, which 2 of them are now monetized, 1 is close to being monetized, and even the ones that are not monetized, I have videos on there that my first video on one of them got over 100,000 views, which is my kids' channel. What I've come to realize is that YouTube rewards consistency. And I believe it's the same thing for other social media platforms, although I can't speak with great authority on it, because although I have 40,000 subscribers on Instagram, I really don't post on it as often anymore. And I do have a bit on TikTok, but I don't really go there anymore, because think about it. TikTok pays about $20 per 1 million views. For my channel and my niche, I can make $25,000 for 1 million views. Why am I on TikTok? And I'm not gonna be asking for lions and roses, and I don't judge anybody who does this, but that's just not my style. So I'm gonna go where you can get rewarded adequately for the effort that you're putting in. Don't get me wrong, TikTok videos are easier to create, so the money does add up, but I believe that's the same way the algorithm works there, although I can't speak on it with authority because I'm not earning substantially from any other platforms, right? So going back to what I was saying, I believe the algorithm for social media, especially YouTube, it rewards consistency. So when you take a break, whether it's 2 weeks or a week, sometimes if you take a month, it's even worse, automatically you're gonna see your views decline over time. On my main channel, Rockstar Academy, 80% of my views come from older videos. But even when I take a break and not post, and I have not done this a lot because I'm relatively consistent, but when I do take a break and not post for a few days, I see a decline in my views as well. So it's like creating an addict. You have to keep putting things out there. You have to keep that snowball rolling, because the more you put out, the bigger it grows, the more views it gets, the more YouTube algorithm promotes it. So the answer is not to go start a new channel, because then you're starting from scratch. What you should do is just get back into the groove and build up your level of consistency, because over time the views will come back when the algorithm realizes and recognizes that you're being consistent again. The other thing I want to tell you is that YouTube's growth is not linear. There are months when I've gotten 3 million views and then it drops right back down to 1.2 million views. What I encourage you to do is to not pay too much attention to views. Pay attention to your content and the quality of content that you're creating, and most importantly, being consistent, because the views will come, because it's not linear. So there are times when your views are going to go all the way down and you're going to get demotivated. Let me give you an example. When I just started YouTube, and it took me months to get monetized, as I'm sure you have heard before, my first check was about $100 and something, and then it was growing. And then one month I got $1,900 and I was so excited. And the next month it dropped to $200. And this is months after I'd started the channel and started to share on the channel with an objective to get it monetized. So most of you are not even yet monetized. You can't allow views to deter you at this point, because you're gonna have highs, you're gonna have lows, and when you do get monetized, those aren't gonna go away. It's gonna happen. Focus on your content, focus on consistency. I promise you that the money will come, and brace yourself for the highs and the lows. Don't allow it to take you off the path of posting on YouTube and earning a lucrative income, because you will get there one day. All right, so I hope that answers this question. I don't think I'll answer another one for this video, but I'll keep doing this. So again, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them below.